and welcome to Bowls 360. Back to the grind for the Premier League with 4 weeks to go. We enter round 15 and also we'll touch on some Countryweek. The finals are being played today. Let's have a look firstly at the Premier League stuff. Our game 1 today is Osborne Park versus Cambridge. The ins and outs there for Osborne Park. No changes for the Saints. For Cambridge, a fairly handy in there. Blake Nan is back. I don't know if that's for the rest of the year or just this game, but he's back for this game. Duncanson drops out. Their head-to-head record, 19 wins to Aussie Park, 12 to Cambridge with 2 draws, but significantly at the venue, 12-3 to Osborne Park. We know Cambridge's record this year is 7 wins at home, but only 1 win out of 7 away. This looks like it might continue in that trend. Osborne Park are on a bit of a roll at the moment. They're 5th playing 4th. I reckon that'll swap over after this weekend's games. Despite the strength of Cambridge, it's certainly probably their strongest team for a while with Blake back in. But the homegrown record and Aussie Park are playing some pretty good bowls at the moment. I'll slightly go for Osborne Park there. Sorrento v Safety Bay, unknown for Sorrento. They haven't got their teams in yet. Safety Bay, Body and A. Smith comes in. Mortensen and Taylor go out. We know Safety Bay's perils from this year. They will be dropping out, but Sorrento have got a lot to play for. Their head-to-head record 2-1, and at the venue it is 1-0. I think Sorrento should do the job here and win this game. Probably quite comfortably as well. So every rink, if they can get 8-0, that would do their chances of staying in Premier League a world of good. So that's what they'll be aiming for. Let's see how they go. The third game is Mount Lawley versus Bassendean. First versus third. Bassendean have never ever beaten Mount Lawley in the Premier League. Mount Lawley with a 3-0 record at the moment. Obviously at the venue it is 1-0. For changes there, Matt Lawley, Scott comes in for Mark Maisel, who drops out. Unavailable, Bassendean have no changes. It should be a fairly good game, but you'd have to lean with the home side here. Despite my allegiances to Bassendean, obviously I think we'll put up a pretty good show. But the normal pundit's going to look at Matt Lawley and think of that as quite a convincing win. We'll see how we go. Yeah, they should do the job and continue on their merry way at the top of the ladder. Any rink win that Bassendean can get will help. That's what they'll be aiming for. Our fourth game, Doubleview versus South Perth. Lots of games over the years. 19 wins to Doubleview, 17 to South Perth, and a draw. At the venue, Doubleview holding a good homegrown record there, 12-5. The changes for Doubleview, none. And for South Perth, Antonio and Griffin come in. For Angel and Percival go out. There's some pretty good ins for South Perth, and I've tipped them as a bit of an upset. W are perfectly capable of winning this game, so there's no slight on them at all for losing this. But I'm just gonna South Perth were pretty convincing, albeit on a Friday night. Last Friday against Manning, their favoured spot there, a Friday night game. They certainly did the job there. They're running into some good form going into the finals, and great to see Danny Penman back as well after a few years' absence. He was forced to play last week with South Perth having a late withdrawal. Tom Antonio dropped out late. They had no one to draw on because everyone else had played the week before, so Danny Penman stepped up, and obviously playing last week has maybe ignited some love for the game again. And if he's in South Perth's team, he might be the key that unlocks their premiership chances for the year. I'm going for South Perth in a very, very tight game. And our fifth game is Manning versus Cardinia. A 15-6-1 record there to Manning, and significantly 10-1 at the venue. It is 6th versus 9th. For Manning, Cody Packer is back. Christina Christic drops out. Congratulations, Chrissy, on your wedding yesterday to Marcus. A lovely hot day for you there. It was 40 degrees in Bassendean. It was probably high 30s where you were, but congratulations, and everyone here at the channel and all in the Boss community wish you all the fun of the fair from married life. So, but a handy in, isn't it? Cody Packer coming back. Not sure if it's just for this game, but look at Cody's record there: 82 wins and 38 losses. He has got a walloping record in the Premier League as a skipper. For Cardinia, Gale and Montero come in. For Adams and Bowen drop out. We will be going for Manning here. Cardinia, unlikely to win. They get a rink win. I think they'll be happy with that. But Manning looked too strong on paper there. Let's turn our eyes to the Country Week. The finals have been played today. Firstly, let's look at the fours event there. The semi-final between Justin Smith and Will Hyatt is yet to be played. I suspect that'll be played first up this morning. The other semi-final there, Mark Shinzig was 19-14 winners over Warwick Glenister. So Mark Shinzig's in the final of the fours, yet to be determined who he plays. The other quarterfinalists are there, the ones that didn't quite make it through to the final. So congratulations to all those guys. In the pairs, Will Hyatt features again. He's in the final against Brad Ball. Will Hyatt beating Callum Williams and Tim Williams 19-10, and Brad Ball and Dom Milburn winning 16-10 over Alan Shattuck and Peter Johnston. The final there, Will Hyatt playing the fours this morning, so depending on how that result goes, but I suspect the pairs will be played after that. Who knows? Who'd be an organiser of Country Week, really? Poor old Peter Harris. When these guys like Will Hyatt qualify for multiple events, it must do their head in trying to figure out the scheduling. And the Blue Ribbon event, the singles. The final there is the Battle of the Matthews. Matthew Mitchell playing Matthew France. Mitchell beating Will Hyatt 21-14 in the semi with Matty France 21-11 over Richard Shinzig. A few familiar the names there in between the pairs and the fours. Will Hyatt having a bumper carnival, getting to the quarters or semis of all three events. Magnificent effort there for Will Hyatt. So congratulations to you. Probably will be the player of the tournament if they have those sort of things, but obviously he's the player of the tournament. But the Matty Mitchell France singles match should be an absolute corker. I'm not sure where the venues are being played today, but I suspect that'll be the first game up this morning. Both Mitchell and France not in any other event, so they may be scheduling that first up. But who knows? That brings us to an end today. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week.